What's up guys, and welcome to another video. Today's video I will show you all 10 locations for the rock carvings if you're going to go and do the side mission of Geology for beginners. If you haven't started this side mission already, I highly recommend it. For a side mission, it is very weird when looking at it from a story perspective. I think this whole side mission could be implemented in a way to do a Easter egg. It might even be a step, so I highly recommend doing it. If you haven't seen it already, take a look at this.
Well, what's eating you, partner?
Eating me?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'll dry up. See, Hey, can I ask you a strange question? I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but I'm on the level.
I don't have a clue what you just said.
Well, I'm sorry, sport. There's these funny rock carvings. They look a bit like this.
Okay.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I sort of really badly have to find all of them. Now, it's sort of a puzzle thingamy. I know, it sounds ridiculous, but I'm on the up and up, and it's really important.
These little rock carvings.
Yeah, exactly, little rock carvings.
What do you want to do with them?
Well, it's sort of very complicated, and you'll think I'm jazzed if I tell you.
You're what?
Drunk?
Are you...
No, I wish. No, I'm, lost. It's a long story. Can you find the carvings?
I have no idea.
Well, I sort of need them. Hey, listen, if you find them, I'll pay you handsomely. Send me details, if you can. Here's my card.
And if I can't?
Well, I'm sure you can, sport. I'm sure you can. Francis Sinclair.
John Marston.
Pleasure.
But I don't understand. What are you going to do with these things?
Well, I told you. If I told you, you'd think I was on the hooch.
The what?
I'm gonna have a lie down. I don't feel very well. And neither would you with... but, hey, what harm could it do?
What a lunatic.
For these rock carvings, I will be starting at the top right of the map and working our way across to the left all the way back to Francis, which is where you started this mission. So for the first rock carving, it is over by Roanoke and it's right beside the trail. You'll just follow that trail round and then you have to climb up a few rocks and you will see it there. It's plain as sight, probably one of the easiest ones to find compared to the other ones later on. But this one, very easy. Yeah, again, just go up to Roanoke, follow that trail round, and you will see it on the side of the rock in which you have to climb up to inspect it. The second rock carving is just below Roanoke, beside Elysian Pool, in which, yet again, you just got to follow that path round and it will be very high up on the mountain. You cannot climb up to this mountain, you're going to have to study it from afar. It actually took me quite a few times to actually inspect this. I couldn't find the specific point of where you can interact with it and start jotting it down in your notebook, but it is there, it is easy to find. Let's move on to number 3. The third rock carving is below Moonstone Pond, right beside the train tracks. This one is actually up in the mountain, so if you go on the train tracks, it's a bit more awkward to actually get up the mountain. What you have to do is go round as if you're traveling to the Three Sisters, follow that path up and then go to the left as if you're going to go to the rock carvings. But for this clip, I showed you where I start off and you have to run right round the rock and you will find it. This one is a lot harder to find compared to the other ones. The fourth rock carving is in between Fort Wallace and Backer Station. This one, yet again, you have to go up the mountain, which is a bit of a journey if you're coming from the left hand side through Fort Wallace, because sometimes you get a bit too close and it gets a bit risky. But if you're coming from the right hand side, which I do recommend, it is a lot better. But yeah, again, you're going up the mountain and you're actually going over it as if you're going to go towards the river. You'll follow that round and then you will find the rock carving there. The fifth rock carving is beside Cumberland, and this is probably the worst one to find because you will never find this by just exploring this game and doing missions and side missions. This one, you probably do need a guide to go and get this one. If anyone said they were going to struggle with one of these rock carvings, my money would be on this one. Pretty much what you have to do is yet again go to the peak of this sort of mountain hill and then you'll just follow that round. What you'll find is there's a little opening in which that will go to a sort of lower level of the mountain. You follow that round again and right at the end you will find the rock carving. The sixth rock carving is actually located at the top of the map. It is on the H of Wynyard Strait. Another very easy one. You probably won't come across this one naturally because you don't have many reasons to go to that point, but once you get there, just follow that sort of river up There's 2 different paths beside the mountain in which you just go and pick one of them, and I think they actually both lead to a similar sort of place where you can interact with it and actually start jotting it down in your notebook. So it doesn't actually matter which path you take, and it's not that much of an error if you did pick the wrong path anyway. So that's another very, very easy one. The 7th rock carving is located at the top of Mount Hagen, and this one is a very, very easy one. Yet again, just follow that path round. It will be found on the right, on just like the peak of the mountain. Very, very easy one to find, this one. If you have completed the game, I would say you already came across this one naturally. The 8th rock carving is located just below Limpany. If you didn't know, you can actually do a gold glitch in that place. I have done a video on that already. I'll leave a link in the description down below if you would like to go and see that. But for the rock carving, what you want to do is go to the cliff face, and what you'll find is a little opening yet again, in which you can just follow that little passage round, and it will lead you straight to the 8th rock carving. The 9th rock carving is located right beside Owen Gila. It is an awkward one to get to. There's a lot of fallen trees, a lot of big rocks, boulders, all of that sort of stuff in the way. I think I fell off my horse a couple times getting there, but it is another easy one to find. The last rock carving is located at the top of Mount Shan. Now, if you go to the edge of Mount Shan, you will find a passage which guides you past these big bones which you can inspect, and it will direct you straight round to the edge of the mountain, in which you will find the last rock carving. When you have found all 10 locations full of rock carvings, what you gotta do is go to the post office and mail them to Francis. After that, what you have to do is wait 24 hours and you will get an invitation to go back to Francis's house. And when you do that, you will come up to this clip.
Hello? Hello? Mr. Sinclair! Whoa.
Oh, hello? Can I help you?
I'm sorry for intruding. Mrs. Sinclair?
Yes? How did you know?
I was looking for your husband.
My husband? He's dead. He's been dead since just before Francis was born 1 year ago.
Your husband, Francis, is dead.
No, this is Francis. My husband, Tom, is dead.
I'm a little confused.
Yes, I think you are. What was your name?
It ain't important. Excuse me.
So the whole side mission is a bit of a weird one, as I said earlier. It seems that Francis is actually a time traveler, and not only did you see him as an adult, but you saw him as a baby as well, with the exact same birthmark. Anyway, that is the mission for Geology for Beginners. I have actually got a lot of ideas with this stuff. I might actually do a separate video explaining the theory of how all this comes to play. Personally, I believe this is a massive step in the Easter egg, but that is talks for a completely different day. Anyway, thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going. So see ya.